Howdy everybody, RV Prepper Wayne here. Y'all may recognize this battery bay here. It's one I put 4 chans 300 amp hour batteries in. We got 4 of them in there, the magnet sign, all the fun blue doodads all across there. Today what we're doing is he come back down here. We got a Victron smart charger. We're topping off all the batteries individually, and then we're going to be installing 2 Victron battery balancers in here. I could get by with 1, but what we're doing, we're putting 2 in. There's nothing wrong with it. Victron says it's fine to do that. And we're installing some cooling fans. Y'all remember the vents that I put in here? I've already got 1 fan mounted. What it's doing is just pulling a little bit of that hot air out. And we also got an AC Infinity big fan. We're going to get 2 of them in here to just circulate the air on the inside. And everything is controlled by this temperature sensor. It goes from 84 to 96 degrees in temperature. It's got its own little battery probe. That way when it gets hot in here, these fans will automatically kick on, cool everything off. The main time everything overheats in here is like if the generator's running, because the wall is right next to the generator here. This box has gotten up to 130 degrees on him, and it's caused his system to shut down a time or 2. So we're adding the fans in to help pull that hot air and everything out. Simple, easy to do really. I just get it mounted up here. I've got the fans blowing out. So we got 2 fans for this door, and I'm putting 2 fans over here in this door here. They're going to be blowing air out. We're not putting anything in here because we're having the kind of, it's going to be moving it around, so it should be able to pull the cool air in here as well. If that doesn't work later on, we're going to add 4 more fans in here as an intake, so we have an intake and exhaust. Plus we're going to have the other fans in there. We're going to have a tornado going in here. So the wire that I'm using is 12 gauge 3 conductor marine grade cable here for the balancers. I'm going to mount them up here in the wall. But first thing we're going to be doing is getting all these batteries topped off individually. So once these first 2 batteries are done, then I've got to unhook these other 2, shut the whole system down, and top off these other 2, get everything all hooked up and plugged back in. Really, these things may not come on that much, but that's what he wants. He says that he's not getting the full potential of his batteries, so that's why we're doing the topping off the batteries, which we did when we installed them. But we didn't use a Victron setup. We actually used the charge controller to top each bank individually off. But this way we're topping everything off. Everything's going to be the same. Then we're going to get everything hooked back up. So I'll kind of show you along the way as I do some of this. Alright, as you see, I have the 4 fans here mounted now. I've got these 4 here mounted, and I have the other 2 fans mounted right here. And these 2 fans here, the heat that gets generated that raises up, these fans will blow it over this direction here. These are set up on temperature controlled. At the moment I just have it turned down to 82, so we're kind of testing. But you can turn it from 84, 86, 92, and 96. So I got it turned down. Also, you can manually turn this on where the fans automatically come on. They're on automatically right now. These 2 fans here are not set up on temperature controlled right now. They're strictly plugged in and running, but they're not plugged in at the moment. What he's going to do is order 4 more of these fans and another temperature display, and we're going to put the other 4 fans in here as an intake, and therefore it's going to be pulling air in here, pushing air out here, then we're going to be circulating all on temperature thing. Now I got the fans done. I got the battery balancers mounted. So I have both of them mounted. This is marine wire. This is not household AC wire. This is marine grade stranded wire. It's run across. One goes on the positive, one goes to the middle negative, and the other goes on the far negative. Both of them are set up that way. Now we did have to go in and change parameters for the hybrid because it was a little low. We had to change it from a custom setup that we had on here to a constant current, constant voltage. He wasn't getting the total capacity of his batteries. We set them a little low to try to help keep the batteries alive longer, which was a mistake on my part. So we got that change set up. So now we should be able to get the full capacity of everything. I went in with the Victron charger here, got everything kind of charged up quite a bit, so we're getting everything else charged up right now. We're pushing 40 amps into the batteries. That's in all of them. We're going to let that sit overnight, then I'm going to come in and check all the voltages of everything, make sure everything's still good and correct. Like I said, he did order some more fans. It's going to be the same thing as these, putting them in. Going to have plenty of air moving around in here, keeping everything nice and cool. So we have this one pretty much completed. So this was just a quick one of kind of what I'm doing here. Everything seems to be done and working so far. The cooling seems to work pretty good in here. So got him all done. Questions, comments, please like and subscribe. Give me that thumbs up. I will see you all in the next video.